unable to venture out in the treacherous conditions. And although a slight respite this weekend is expected, experts are predicting yet more snow and wintry conditions towards the end of the week. So how are haulage firms coping with the weather? And what's more, with rising fuel prices and that increase in VAT at the pump from January, the forecast, is it as bleak as the weather? Well, let's speak to Robert Mathams, who runs the haulage brokerage Shipley.com. Hello there. Can you tell me which types of haulage firms are particularly suffering?
It seems to be really across the board. So we've got a network of around about 20,000 haulage companies across the UK and Europe. And since the cold snap really cut in a couple of weeks ago, we've seen a dramatic cut in the amount of quotes being put forward by haulage companies, actually a drop of over 30%. So it is a massive hit they're taking, and it's going straight on their bottom lines.
And actually, those who do get orders, are they managing to fulfil them?
And that's the other big issue. And so it's a knock-on effect. As more and more attempted redeliveries happen, the less work they can take on, because they're trying to make sure that they're fulfilling their customers who booked earlier. So it is one of those sort of vicious circles.
Are you concerned that some will go under because of all of these problems mounting up and the VAT increase in January and rising fuel prices?
Yeah, it's certainly a very bleak time. I mean, I'd be surprised if purely off the weather it would cause firms to go under, but certainly with all these other issues that are on the horizon, it's certainly something that they are considering very strongly. Is
it certain parts of the country where haulage firms are experiencing the most problems?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, as you'd expect, the north is sort of struggling more than the south, and we've seen a recovery over the past few days in terms of the quotes going on our site. Especially further south, as the weather has sort of improved a little bit. But certainly they're keeping their eyes closely on the weather forecast and sort of adjusting as necessary.
OK, Robert Mathams from the haulage brokerage Shipley.com, thanks very much for joining us. And that's